Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Regarding the Holy Qur'an, the misconception I'd like to bring into discussion today relates to the blessings of reading Surah Waqiah. Primarily, there's just one narrative which is reported in this regard, and that is found in Salabi's tafsir. And I'll read out the text of this narrative as reported by Abu Tayba al-Jurjani. He says, قال دخل عثمان بن عفان على عبد الله بن مسعود يعوده في مرضه الذي مات فيه فقال ما تشتكي قال أشتكي ذنوبي قال فما تشتهي قال أشتهي رحمة ربي قال أفلا ندعو الطبيب قال الطبيب أمرضني قال أفلا نأمر بعطائه قال لا حاجة لي به قال أن دفعه إلى بناتك قال لا حاجة لهن بها قد أمرتهن أن يقرأن سورة الواقعة وإني سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول من قرأ سورة الواقعة في كل ليلة لم تصبه فاقة أبدا. Now, this is a narrative which is found in Salabi's tafsir, and it is reported by Abu Tayba al-Jurjani. He says that the Caliph Usman ibn Affan went over to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud to inquire from him. He was sick, of course, and he inquired after him, and he had gone there because Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was very sick, and this was the time that ultimately the sickness took its toll and he died. So this was the time that Usman ibn Affan came over to ask and inquire after his health. So Usman anhu posed this question to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. He says, Ma tashtaki, what is your grievance? He says, my basic grievance is regarding my sins. Then he says that, what is your desire? He says, my desire is that I receive the mercy of the Almighty. Then he says that, should I not call a doctor for you so that he can take care of you? He says that doctor is the person who has actually made me sick. So then Usman ibn Affan asks him that should I not stipulate a certain amount of money for you which could be awarded to you? He says, no, I don't have any need for that. So Usman ibn Affan says that, should I not divert the stipend to your daughters? He said, no, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud replied that they don't need it as well. And he goes on to say that I have asked my daughters to read Surah Waqiah, and this is because I have heard the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he has reported to have said that a person who reads Surah Waqiah every night, then poverty and destitution shall not come near him. So this is what is reported. Now, I would like to point out the fact that this narrative is absolutely weak, and this is because it is regarded to have three persons about whom we have no information. Thus, for example, we know that Ahmed ibn Hanbal has commented on this narrative by saying that two of its narrators are not known to him. One of them is Ash-Shuja, and the other one is Sari. So he says that he does not know who these two people are. And as far as another narrator is concerned, his name is Abu Tayba, and he is regarded to be weak by Hafiz Zahabi in his Mizanul I'tidal, and Ibn al-Jawzi has also mentioned him among the weak narrators. So therefore we have three narrators. Two of them are absolutely unknown, and one of them has been regarded to be very weak. And Ahmed ibn Hanbal has also commented on this narrative by saying that this is munkar. This is absolutely something which is very, very munkar and therefore cannot be accepted. So in a nutshell, we can say that this narrative has absolutely no basis. It has to be disregarded, and it is because of the fact that our Riyal and Hadith authorities have commented on the fact that two of its narrators are absolutely unknown, while one of them is very weak. And Ahmad ibn Hanbal himself has said it is a munkar narrative. And as far as reaping the blessings of a surah is concerned, the best way to go about it is to understand the message of the surah, is to reflect on that surah, is to deliberate on the contents of the surah, and to communicate the message of the surah to others, and to disregard all such narratives as the one that I've just read out to you, because they are extremely weak in their ascription to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات.